right, we are back on the road. Of course, we caught a CRV without even trying. And in this video, I actually thought it'd be really cool to have the sights and the sounds of the Dragon, because we do take the tail of the Dragon on our way out of here, which is exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to be able to hear some beautiful GT350 Ford Performance exhaust noise from my buddy Chris's car. As I feel like that's all I talk about is my buddy Chris's car, but it sounds great. So anyways, as a video that I want to do, leaving the Dragon, kind of chilling on the roads now and not killing it like we were, my poor car, I want to do a recap here. So essentially, the biggest thing is that I've never driven any car that I've ever owned, or even not owned, this hard for this long, this many days, this many hours, and for as hard. But you know what? I mean, these cars are made for it. I mean, it's an M3, for God's sakes. It's a track capable car that you can daily drive, and that's exactly what I do. Is I daily drive this thing to work, 6 miles, 7 miles, and boring driving. But it's about time that I freaking got this thing, you know, dialed and really doing its thing. So let me take a break here. I'm gonna slow down on this bridge and then speed up. Oh, of course there's cops. There's like some army people doing things. I don't really know exactly what's going on there, but it feels so weird to push the car this hard for this long. So Chris, Jesus, man. So, but at the same time, I mean, we're being extremely smart about it. Respectful of the drivers, respectful of the road, staying in the yellow. That's really the biggest thing here, that Kyle and Ben and all them, they're very intentional about telling us to be respectful. So when you come out here, which I highly recommend, hopefully this happens again next year, and I'm sure it'll be a bigger turnout after seeing, you know, the how awesome it is in Matt's videos, and hopefully some of my videos, and anyone else who got GoPro footage. It's just an awesome time. You know, be ready to drive. You know, be ready to drive a lot, drive frequently, drive hard. You know, those guys are like racing instructors, so they know. That Range Rover that's in some of my footage, he's quicker than all of us, because he knows his shit and he knows the car, and it's unbelievable. I actually didn't want to bring it up because at first I didn't believe how quick it was, but if you, I guess you're just a boss at driving, it doesn't matter, and I'm not really an experienced driver. So and another thing that you really get to know your car. You get to know your car and the sounds and the capabilities and the limits, and you know, I just have it in the M Sport, so it's a harder suspension, the steering feels tighter, and the throttle is touchier. So you know, it's in the sport mode that it's made to be in, and it's just awesome. You know, I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of videos and pictures. I took like 8 pictures, and I take more pictures during the week at home than I do here. Meanwhile, I'm shifting into 5th gear because we're behind a freaking CRV that won't move over. We have a couple. Oh, we didn't wait for the Camaro. Shoot. We'll have to text him. I just realized that we didn't wait for Gary. He has a ZR1, I think, Camaro. And another thing is, like, the obsessed garage guys, I mean, I hate to like use this term, but they're all legit. You know, there's no one that's like super like crazy at driving that doesn't know what they're doing. Everyone's respectful to each other. Everyone's different. Everyone's has that passion. Most of the guys are detail oriented, like so anyways, this is another thing that I learned is So I look like a dick now because I'm laying on the horn, but Kyle was telling us that that's how you get people to move over, is they don't understand that, like, that's respectful of the road. For the cars that are going quicker, if a bunch of people are laying on the horn, that's kind of the norm. So we're gonna try to get this CRV to move over so we can get some more exciting footage. Although Chris's car does sound good, you do have to hear me yapping over here. He wants to go. We keep telling ourselves, oh, that's another point that I should say is, every time we get on the road, especially if it's a drive that we're not gonna drive hard, like right now, I'm gonna anticipate that we're gonna start killing it. Not too bad, but like, you know, at least 6/10 or so. We always tell us, oh, we're not gonna drive that hard, and then we get on the road, before we know it, we're in the zone going crazy, you know, on the road. Usually I just do that a little bit, rev, you know, kind of make them know that you're behind them. And normal roads, that is absolute no-no. I never do that ever. I'll just pass someone if I need to pass them. But here, it's the mountains and it's different. It's extremely different. I know it is public roads, but everyone might start yelling at me for saying that. But that's what the guys that drive here normally, that's what they told us, the rules, kind of the unspoken rules, the acceptance of what's happening. So, how long am I going? Yeah. So it's awesome time, guys. Like, I want to just thank anyone who put an effort into, you know, helping the group organize any rides, any event, anything. Trying to get this guy to move over. But anyways, yeah, the M3, if I want to talk about my car and how well it does, I mean, this thing hangs on. It could use a little thicker front tires up front, but it's so balanced. The proportions are great. The hood, you know, when I just drive in a GT350, the hood is long, guys. It just feels really long, but it hangs on and does everything you want it to do. And that's not to say that this car doesn't. It's just more, it feels more agile, even if it's, you know, slightly slower, I guess you could say. You know, it's not as new. It doesn't have that technology. And that's kind of what's funny about the video about me and Matt doing the comparisons is they're similar cars, but they are very different, which just sounds so stupid. He doesn't like to do car reviews, and honestly, I don't either, because it's like, I just tell you how I feel, and it's kind of random, and I don't really deliver it that well. But I will do fun driving, like, hey, I drove the GT350, and this is what I think. This isn't a review, but reviewing my own car, man, this thing, oh, the suspension, I mean, everything is just really set up well. You don't really need, like, I don't wish I had a supercharger for this trip. If that sort of gives you some perspective, you don't need power. You really don't need power for this trip. You don't want it. You can't use it, especially on the tight turns. And if we were going a little quicker, I'd be able to sort of illustrate that. And on camera, you don't even understand. Like, you don't even know. Hopefully this guy pulls over. Thank you, sir. They got the idea. My wheels will squeal a little bit when I get on the limit. And I do have the first step of traction control, so it'll let me slip just a little bit, but not too much, because I need some help here. I don't know the car that well, and I'm not that confident that I would ever take it off. Oh man, I'm getting so distracted, but it's so beautiful. I mean, there's like a lake over there. You can't really look over there. I have to concentrate on the road here. Still in third gear, probably not optimal for this turn, but like, oh, stupid camera's swaying. I didn't tighten it down enough. But anyways, such an amazing trip, so much driving. I know that there's other trips out there, Smoky Mountain trips that like they drive more, you know, they drive further to get to where they want to go, and they're driving all day. But we did 5-hour drive days, and even just 3 hours, you know, like my forearms are sore. You know, I'm just not used to it. I could go down to second, I guess, if I really wanted to, but we're gonna keep it a little easier. Yeah, Chris is doing what he said. He's going easier, and we've got some friends back here that are closer to Dayton. They're in Troy, Ohio, which is totally random. We have like half the group, Ian and Derek back there in 335 IS, E85 too. If you guys saw my Instagram, that thing he brought cans of containers of E85 because there isn't anything out here. There's barely regular gas stations, let alone E85. So yeah, and that thing's proper. That in a straight line, that car's definitely faster than mine, which is fine. But it's cool to see sort of the little brother. It makes me miss my 335. It's sort of sentimental in a way. This stupid camera's freaking ridiculous. I tightened it down. My mounts are crap, guys. I need to step my game up. Matt gave me a lot of opinions on the quality in the channel and what his opinion is on a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna take that and see what I can do. He pretty much told me clickbait is the best idea. I should do more. Yeah, look at this road. 15. Yeah. I had a comment on my I did a burnout and almost broke my M3 video. Someone's like, maybe you shouldn't thrash it, you should take care of it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this thing got thrashed 50 times as hard in these mountains than doing like one burnout, which I don't know what the hell the issue was. It did sound like steering or something like that. I don't know what the heck it ended up being. There we go. Here we go. I think that's gonna be it. As I mentioned, we are on our way back home, back to Columbus, Ohio. And what an amazing trip. Taking off work was more than worth it. I mean, God, it's just, you're just focusing on things that, it's just awesome stuff. I can't help but do that on these roads. I mean, right? I'm in third, so I'm not. Come on, the IS is keeping up. So let's see if we can do a few. Getting a little squirrely over here. Camera's killing me, guys. It's very distracting. So several minutes in, you guys know my thoughts. I definitely want to come next year and will if I can. I think that with, you know, more traction and talk and discussion on the future event as this time next year rolls around, I think there will be a bigger turnout for sure. The amount of people that showed up, it was actually a good amount because we were able to sort of still all roll together, but at the same time, you know, as soon as there's more than, you know, 3 or 4 cars, it gets so hard to keep everyone together because there's always some SUV that gets in the way or something like that. So God, these roads are amazing. I hope it's capturing it. I mean, this is like 180 degrees, you know, it's a full turn, you know, you really have to concentrate. So with that, the motorcycle noise is probably going to be starting to kill the audio. stay tuned for more on this car and everything. I mean, I'm sure I'll give a couple more vlogs in the car about my thoughts and what if I would do anything different, or if the car is the best, or whatever. Feel free to like comment below, guys, and let me know if I left anything vital out. I know a lot of people on Instagram were hitting me up. Is he? I don't know what Ian's doing back there. I think it sounds like he's revving or something. It's so hard to hear. But anyways, I think I'm gonna end it here for like the third time. It's hard to end the video. The beginning and ending is hard. So thank you so much for watching. This was an amazing trip. Exactly what I wanted it to be and more. It was cool to hang out with Matt and Brian and everyone, Chris, Ian, I mean everyone, Gary, I mean there's just, everyone is cool, everyone is chill, so yeah. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment below if I forgot anything. Subscribe to my channel. I'm slowly growing here, so much appreciated if you do subscribe and stick around for more videos. A lot of my videos are detailing related, and don't forget to like the video as well, because that helps it reach more people and be able to share the content. So thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you guys